took a little less on your plate. Yeah. I was witness to what you had in your plates. Yeah. I actually saw one person with a food plate and then a dessert plate at the same time. Yeah. So I know how you guys are feeling right about now. Yeah, but we've got a great session coming up. This is going to be a killer afternoon. And just to get the energy levels up, I need to say no more. And I would like to introduce a performing act, Himanshu Sangoi. We can give it up for Himanshu Sangoi. Yeah, if we can ask his team to come on stage. By the time they come on, I'll just finish reading their bio. Himanshu is a member of the BNI Passion chapter. He's a singer and anchor, and he has a band named 27 and has a record of performing in more than 700 live shows. He is an inboard artist who has also been trained in Indian classical music and heading towards the Sangeet Visharad finals in December 2018. He is one of the leading singers for Dandiya Ras and been doing most successful Navratris all over the world. He is mastered in shows of Bollywood music and regional folk music in Gujarati, Marwadi, Marathi. 27 Stars also caters entertainment to corporates through various concepts, games with music. He has developed various musical groups, games like Hausi and Antakshari. He is the lead singer of a famous Gujarati Nrityanyatika, please excuse my pronunciation, Satavaro Radhesham number, which he has a record for running more than 6 years. Today, Himanshu is going to be singing in 8 different languages, and just how Mumbai's got various colors and languages in this region, through his music, he's going to entertain us for the next few minutes or so. So, if I could just hand over to Himanshu and his team, let's give him a round of applause.
नमस्कार, प्रणाम, आप सभी का तहे दिल से स्वागत करते हैं. Welcome everyone, and a big thanks to all of you, all the delegates present here. हिमांशु संगोई की ओर से आप सभी को प्रणाम. Presenting some super special sequences of songs. सबसे पहले यहाँ पर बैठी हुई सभी महिलाओं को तहे दिल से प्रणाम करना चाहता हूँ, और जितनी महिलाएं मम्मी का रूप निभाती हैं उन सभी माँओं को प्रणाम करना चाहता हूँ. ये पंक्तियाँ, ये गाना आप सभी के लिए, कि वो इस तरह मेरे गुनाहों को धो देती है, वो बहुत गुस्से में हो तो थोड़ा रो देती है, लबों पे उसके कभी बद्दुआ नहीं आती, बस एक माँ है, बस एक माँ है जो मुझसे कभी खफा नहीं होती. उन सभी माँओं को यहाँ से ये गाना समर्पित करना चाहता हूँ. जब मुझ पे है उठा सवाल, माई तेरी चून चुनरिया लहराए, जीना जीना रे उड़ा गुलाल, माई तेरी चुनरिया लहराए। जग से हारा नहीं मैं, ओ जग से हारा नहीं मैं, खुद से हारा हूँ माँ। एक दिन चमकूंगा सितारा हूँ माँ। मायरे मायरे तुझ बिन मैं तो अधूरा रहा, ए मायरे मायरे मुझसे ही रूठी मेरी परछाई, आसमानी ओढ़नी माता चबूकता, सोनाल गर्भों मुखी चौक माँ पधारता, सोनाल गर्भों मुखी चौक माँ पधारता। ये माए सोले माए सोले, माए सोले सजा छे शणगार रे, माड़ी तमे आवो तो रमवानी रास। आज बरसे छे, आज बरसे छे, आज बरसे छे कुमकुम वरसाद रे, माड़ी तमे आवो तो रमवानी रास, ये माड़ी तमे आवो तो रमवानी रास, ए माड़ी तमे आवो तो रमवानी रास। उस वाला गाना गोत सार आधार कुणाचा नाही, भेगाडेला भुई परिजीरा अंगार जीवाला जाई, बडदे झुंजायाला इरपेची ढाल दे, इनविती पंच प्राण भोगारात ताल दे, प्राण नीरज कयो शिव माय बापा, तरी नाही तोईर सांडला, खेड मांडला हो खेड मांडला देवा, खेड मांडला, खेड मांडला, खेड मांडला। I want every one of you, जिसे भी मेरे साथ यहाँ पर नाचना है आप आ सकते हैं। Come on everyone, ए हेलो हेलो। All the गरबा fans, come on, कहाँ पर हो? मेरे साथ, come on everyone। थम थड़के मेरी हसे, ने बड़ी खेलान खेलन लागी जो ने खान, ए आप साजन माजन वेला पधारिया, अरे रे रे हमें जोता ता तमारी वाह, गन होर जरे चहु और मारू मान, मारू मन मोर बनी थन गाट करे मन मोर बनी थन गाट करे मन मोर बनी थन गाट करे ए मारू मन मोर बनी थन गाट करे 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 ए हेलो ओके जितने लोग बैठे हैं सभी की ताली गाटा गगने गगने कर जाट भरे घुमरी घुमरी कर जाट भरे घुमरी घुमरी कर जाट भरे नवधार भरी सारी सीम जोले नदियों नव जोबन भान बोले नव दिन कपोतनी पाख खुले नव दिन कपोतनी पाख खुले मधुरा मधुरा मलकाइने में जा तूने हंसू बात करे गगने गगने घुमराई ने पागल एक गटा कर जाट करे मारू मन मोर बनी थन गाट करे मन मोर बनी थन गाट करे मन मोर बनी थन गाट करे मारू मन मोर बनी थन गाट करे मन मोर बनी थन गाट करे मन मोर बनी थन गाट करे मोर बनी थन गाट करे मोर बनी थन गाट करे मन मोर बनी थन गाट करे मन मोर बनी थन गाट करे मन मोर बनी थन गाट करे ओए होए ऑन एवरीवन ओए भांगड़ा पाले और बल्ले बल्ले आहा 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 चार चराग तेरे वर्ण हमेशा चार चराग तेरे वर्ण हमेशा चार चराग तेरे वर्ण हमेशा पंजवा में बारण आई बला झूलालन हो पंजवा में बारण पंजवा में बारण आई बला झूलालन सिंधड़ी दास बड़दा सखी शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दम दम दे अंदर ओ लाल मेरी ओ लाल मेरी आहा 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 ओए ओए होए 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 आहा आहा पीरंजा पीर मुंजा मीर अच्छे सी पीरंजा पीर मुंजा मीर अच्छी सीर में पीरंजा पीर मुंजा मीर अच्छी सीर में नाले अलख जे बेड़ो पार लगा झूल लालन हो नाले अलख जे बेड़ो नाले अलख जे बेड़ो पार लगा झूल लालन सिंधड़ी दास बड़दा सती शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दम दम पे अंदर ओ लाल मेरी ओ लाल मेरी I want all of you to sing with me a special song for our country ये देश है वीर जवानों का अलबेलों का मस्तानों का इस देश का यार इस देश का यारों क्या कहना ये देश है दुनिया का कहना शक्ले हीरो की, यहाँ गाते हैं रांझे, यहाँ गाते हैं रांझे, मस्ती मचती है धूम बस्ती में। आहा 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 ओए ओए। ओए 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 आहा आहा आहा। I want all of you, come on. ओए ठुमका लगाओ ठुमका। तू होगी 1 2 2 ओ कुड़िए 1 2 2 ते हो गई मुंडे दी तुर 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 पतंग हमारेगी ओ ये वे उड़ेगी ते हो गई मुंडे दी। I want everyone तुर 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 हिलत चलती टुक 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 कर दी मेकअप तू कर दिया अंग्रेजी पढ़ दी गिफ्ट तू कर दी चिप क्वीन सटी विक्टोरिया तू कहती बिग बैन दी ओ पूरा लंदन ठुमकदा ओ तो नच दी पूरा लंदन ठुमकदा तू कहती बिग बैन दी ओ पूरा लंदन ठुमकदा ओ तो नच दी पूरा लंदन ठुमकदा। हाय हाय सिकुड़िए हाय 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 ओए तारे गिन गिन याद में तेरी मैं ताजा का राता नो रोग न पावा अखियां में छूका मदिया बरसाता नो तारे गिन गिन याद में तेरी मैं ताजा का राता नो रोग न पावा अखियां में 1 2 everybody ओ हो हो इश्क तेरा तड़पावे ओ हो इश्क तेरा तड़पावे ओ हो इश्क तेरा तड़पावे ओ तारे गिन गिन याद में तेरी मैं ताजा गा राता नो रोग न पावा अखियां बिछूगा मदिया बरसाता नो तारे गिन गिन याद में तेरी मैं ताजा गा राता नो रोग न पावा अखियां बिछ 1 2 last time ओ हो इश्क तेरा तड़पावे ओ हो इश्क तेरा तड़पावे ओ हो इश्क तेरा तड़पावे ओ हो इश्क तेरा तड़पावे। Here's the final song, the last song. I want everyone dance, 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 dance. Tempo. Go and jump, 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 jump. होतय धड धड लाली काला वर आली आणि आगात भरलय वार ही फिरतीची बाधा झाली आता अधीर झालोया मग बधीर झालोया आज तुझ्यासाठी बनून मजनू माग आलोया आणि उडलय गुंगाट पडलय चिंगाट रंगात आलोया झालंय झिंग 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 झिंगाट झिंग 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 झिंगाट झिंग 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 झिंगाट झिंग 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 झालंय झिंग 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 झिंगाट झिंग 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 झिंगाट झिंग 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 झिंगाट झिंग 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 झालंय झिंग 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 झिंगाट झिंग 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 झिंगाट झिंग 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 झिंगाट झिंग 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 झालंय झिंग 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 झिंगाट झिंग 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 झिंगाट झिंग 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 झिंगाट झिंग 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 झालंय धादा गिरदा 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 धादा गिरदा गिरदा धादा गिरदा धादा गिरदा धादा गिरदा धादा 1 2 3 4 hands up in the air धादा गिरदा 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 धादा गिरदा 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 धादा गिरदा धादा गिरदा धादा गिरदा धादा गिरदा धादा 8 7 6 5 everyone clap along धादा गिरदा 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 धादा गिरदा 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 धादा 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 भारत माता की
जय,
भारत माता की
जय,
भारत माता की
जय.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Before I leave, once again a big thanks to all the committee members who are in the organization of today's and yesterday's event. Thank you so much once again for the love you have shown to me. And before I leave, दो पंक्तियों के साथ मैं एक बार यहाँ पर विराम देना चाहता हूँ. First of all, thanks to Reed. Thank you so much. And thanks to BNI Passion. Thank you so much for making me a part of Passion. I'm proud to be associated with BNI. Thank you so much. Thank you. And before I leave, हम इतना ही कहना चाहते हैं आप सभी से कि हर खुशी खुदा आपकी मुकद्दर कर दे. हिमांशु संघवी का ऐसा नियम है, जब यहाँ से मैं थोड़ी कोई शेरो शायरी पेश करूँ तब आप सभी को वाहवा करनी है. जो वाहवा नहीं करते उनको रात को बहुत बुरे सपने आते हैं. कि हर खुशी खुदा आपकी मुकद्दर कर दे. वाहवा कीजिए. हर खुशी खुदा आपकी मुकद्दर कर दे. खुशियों के फूलों से आपका दामन भर दे. आप जिस दिन जिस लम्हा खुश हो, खुदा उस लम्हे को 1000 बरस का कर दे. थैंक यू सो मच. हैव अ नाइस टाइम. हिमांशु संघवी की ओर से आप सभी का तहे दिल से आभार. थैंक यू सो मच.
Guys, can we hear it louder for Himanshu and his team?
Okay, before I leave, I'd like to welcome all my team members. अपने अपने शोज छोड़कर भी वो मेरे साथ यहाँ पर आज के इवेंट में आए. मैं चाहता हूँ हमारे म्यूजिशियंस के लिए, हमारी टीम के लिए जोरदार तालियां हो जाए. पूरी हैंड्स अप इन द एयर. वंस अगेन अ बिग थैंक्स टू गज्जू भाई, गजानन साउंड. थैंक यू सो मच.
Himanshu, I need you to wait back. I need you to wait back because probably you don't know 3 things you just did. The first thing is getting everybody so active after such an amazing lunch. That is the first thing. Second thing you did is getting the top BNI guys to dance to your tunes. And the third thing he just did and probably didn't realize is that you just united us all together. It really feels like one India.
Thank you so much.
Can I please,
Zindabad. Thank you.
Can I please, Himanshu, we need you here. Can I please ask Graham, Mac and Murli to please come over to present him with a Gadliwala hamper and a bouquet, please. Gadlawala. Guys, are we ready for more energy? So it's my pleasure absolutely to welcome somebody really dynamic and somebody really dashing. So hailing from the quaint and beautiful town of Palakol in Andhra Pradesh, graduating from Andhra University with a biotech degree, this multi-talented personality has been in businesses as diverse as soft drink manufacturing to consumer product distribution to branding and printing. In 2012, he joined the BNI family as a member in the BusyNet chapter of Hyderabad West region. His passion for BNI had him scaling the peak from a member to vice president to ambassador and then director consultant in just 1 year. He has to his credit many awards in BNI at both the national and global levels. When BNI decided to expand the network and launch chapters in Vizag, due to the growing demand from entrepreneurs, he didn't hesitate to seize the opportunity. His foresight had him relocating to Vizag to launch BNI chapters in what is called as the City of Destiny. His passion for BNI drove him to give birth to 4 chapters in Vizag in just 1 year. And in less than 4 years now, the region has a strength of 510 plus members across 10 chapters. On a national level, he is involved in BNI India as a district director for Southeast part, having launched BNI in 7 cities, Vishakhapatnam, Vijayawada, Raipur, Ranchi, Kolkata, CBD-B, East Godavari, and Guntur. On a global level, he is the country operations head for BNI Sri Lanka. He is also the part of the national level training team, along with Murli Sundaram. He trained more than over 1,000 directors around 6 countries. In just 5 years, he moved from a member to a district director. It's an incredible journey, I'm sure. Given this background in branding, he serves as the brand guardian for BNI India and Asia Pacific. He was certified by Ascentive as a certified networker in San Francisco, USA. It's not surprising to see him actively involved in other networking organizations like JCI, YI, CII, and others. He was the past president of JCI Vizag Port City. He's the current chairman of CII YI for Vishakhapatnam. This trendsetter never rests easy. Being a fitness freak, a couple of years ago, he founded the Vizag 5 a.m. Club, which is creating waves in the city for fitness enthusiasts. And 5 a.m. Club has spread its wings in 3 different cities in India. He credits his success to teachings of his guru, Mahatria Infantinism. He's married to Rama, and if you want to see the child in him, you have to see him with his adorable daughter, 5-year-old that is. Her name is Madhura. So ladies and gentlemen, can we please invite on stage the dashing and dynamic District Director, BNI India and Executive Director, BNI Vishakhapatnam, KVT Ramesh.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy morning, BNI. Superb. Superb energy it is, especially after so much dance. And I was a little worried, can I really deliver this session? Because, my God, what is that guy? He made us dance almost like half an hour non-stop. So I thought he's just coming here for a kind of icebreaker for 5 minutes, and then maybe I can deliver my session, but he made us dance like almost half an hour. Thank you so much for your introduction. But when I heard that introduction, I was actually thinking that introduction is actually longer than my session. My session is going to be just 10 minutes, okay? Let me just quickly get on to this. So is PPT ready? Okay, for all of you, you know that among the roles that I am playing, the one role that I am playing is brand guardian for BNI India. Today I am going to talk about branding for all of us. Because why am I talking about that here in this forum is because you are the people who are going to decide the branding thing in India. Because there are a lot of companies, if you see, they've become so big, it's because of the care that they've taken for the branding also. Maybe that is something that we need to take for our BNI also, because the love that we have, the passion that we show in India, especially from all of us, I think we have to take care of our branding also. How many of you agree? Or your country website. But now we're not supposed to have that. It's stand-alone logo. So no your chapter name or not your region name, nothing of that sort. It should be a stand-alone logo, which is exactly like this. And with the logo, earlier if you see, there's something called 20% of the logo size spacing between around the logo. But now what we can do is easiest for us to understand. That's about 3 lines. If you see BNI lines, those 3 lines is something that you have to focus on. So 3-line gap should be there around the logo. That's what today we need to have. So if you look at as a logo as a box, in the box it should have the free space. And again, I am repeating, we are not supposed to use anything called our website, be it local or your regional or even your chapter. Am I clear with that? So there is a small change. Why am I talking about that is earlier it was not like that, now it's changed. So please be aware of it. And the next thing is, you would have seen that there are 2 taglines that we use. One, local business, global network, and changing the way the world does business. Earlier it was, we used to use TM, trademark, but now it is a registered trademark. So you can use R on top of it. And please listen to this. These documents are shared with your executive directors and regional directors. Please ask them to share it with you, and we have to use exactly the same way, including the font and the style and even the color. We are not supposed to change that at all. Am I clear? Okay. So the next thing I would like to talk about is the colors. So these are the colors that we need to use. One, of course, background color. If you are using dark color background color, then you have to use white color logo. And if you are using white background color, then you have to use the logo, dark color logo. And especially, please make sure that if you are giving it to a printer, you can give that CMYK code. They are completely aware of what is that CMYK. We need to maintain the brand standards. The color has to be exactly the same. So now the next thing is, there are a lot of people who always ask me, KVT, don't we have any more colors? So you're always talking about only 2 colors, it's a little boring. So for that, maybe After Graham has come, I think they've added some more colors. I know that Graham, he himself is a color for the entire organization, but now we have added few more colors. What are those colors? So we've added these colors, these 4 colors. Again, let me tell you one thing. You need to check with your executive directors because your executive directors have all these details, which means the CMYK code or PMS, RBGB code, all these codes are there with them. You have to use exactly the same way. Please understand, sometimes what happens is when you look at a color, it looks the same or similar, but when you print it, the challenge here is it will not be the same. So if you use CMYK code exactly this way, then when you print it, it comes exactly the way it is supposed to. So that's how the colors are. And one more important thing, these colors are not for the logo. That's only for the background. We are not supposed to change our logo color. Logo color is either black or our regular color, CMYK color that I have already shown you, or white color. So we are not supposed to use any of these colors only for background. And please, as I have already explained, don't use anything below the logo because logo should be standalone. And at the same time, please don't stretch the logo and even sliding the logo. Don't tilt the logo. These are the things that we need to understand about the logo placement. And this is again one more important thing we need to understand because earlier we used to have this world map with that particular part. If, for example, if we are from Asia, so that Asia Pacific region used to be highlighted and rest all in a different color. But now everything is in the same color. We are supposed to use that this way. And if you remember earlier, on top of this global map, we used to have Asia, Australasia, things like that. And now we are not supposed to use that also. What we can use is local business and global network on top of it. Are we clear? So all the senior directors who have been there for a long time, you must be using that old style thing. Please change that. You can check with your executive directors and regional directors. They'll help you out with the new files. And the next thing is, yes, the difference is, I just wanted to show you the difference. The earlier thing was that, the global map, but now the new map is the below one. So please, when you're using fonts, there are a lot of them generally, these are frequently asked questions for me. People send me with a lot of different fonts, maybe a lot of fashion and creative designs. I agree that we have to be creative, but then BNI has given us 2 fonts to use for whatever you are using, even irrespective of the occasion. We need to use either Helvetica Blue or Arial Regular. So if you are not using these 2 fonts, we don't have any other alternatives. Please use either of these fonts. That's very clear. And even after using these fonts, the best way of getting permission is by sending these files to your executive directors every single time you want to either print or send some kind of posters in the WhatsApp. So this is the logo that members can use on their maybe a signature, email signature, or a visiting card or letterhead if they want to use as a proud member logo. They are not supposed to use regular BNI logo. They are supposed to use only proud member logo. Please be aware of this. And now the new thing, what we have decided is, Murli sir and me, we discussed a lot about it, how we can manage branding. There are a lot of reasons they are coming up with creative designs and all that. What can we do to standardize the entire designs? So what we have decided now is, we are creating a library of templates, which has all the soft copies in 4 different formats, which you can just give it to your printer and ask them to print. What you need to change, you just need to change your region name, your chapter name, or the matter that you want to include in that, and then just get it into printing. So that's how you can do. So what we're doing, we are giving these templates to all the executive directors and regional directors very soon. The moment they have these designs, you don't really have to break your head for recreating the designs. So these are few designs that we are coming up with, BNI logo with your region name. And these are some posters, and we have created some designs, formats for even your Facebook page also, standard formats for Facebook page. Yeah, you can always have your name, your region name on Facebook, but then let's have the entire India, let's use only one format when it comes to Facebook page, so that it is easy for brand recognition. So that is something that I would like to tell. But now see, who will design or who will create these templates? This is where we have decided, Murli sir also accepted to my proposal. What we have decided is, from now, every month we have SuccessNet which is our regular monthly magazine, which comes, of course, e-magazine. In that, we'll have a contest wherein all the regions can participate in this contest. If you have a designer who's coming up with creative designs, they can actually send us those templates. They can send it to kvt@bni-india.in. When they send it, we'll actually choose which design is the best, and we'll give them some recognitions also. That design will be used by entire India. So every month we are going to use one design, and we'll get that into our template bank. So we'll create this library and put it in this bank. Is that good? So I know that this is going to be a collaborative thing where all of us together, we have to work towards having a strong brand value in India for BNI. I know that we are very strong when it comes to number of members and the kind of business we are doing, but then let's have the same strength when it comes to branding also. Can we do that? So yes, as I have told you, as I promised, my introduction is longer than my session. My session is done. Thank you so much.
Get you back on stage for a memento. Yeah, and if I can ask the three stalwarts, Graham, Mac and Murli, to come up again. They're going to be doing a lot of exercise here. Yeah, and if you can present a memento of a bouquet and a Gadlawala hamper. Yeah, one sec. Memento. Okay, give it up for KVT. Okay, so the moment that we all have been waiting for. Let me just get some support here. Okay. He was recently chosen as the inaugural winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award by the Harvard Institute of Coaching. He is the two-time Thinkers 50 #1 leadership thinker in the world. He has been ranked as the world's #1 executive coach and top 10 business thinker the past 8 years. Anyone who I'm talking about? Well, in case you didn't know, Dr. Goldsmith is the editor of 36 books which have sold over 2.5 million copies, been translated into 32 languages, and became listed bestsellers in 12 countries. His 3 New York Times bestsellers are Triggers, Mojo, and What You Got Here Won't Get You There. The Harold Longman Award winner for Business Book of the Year. In 2016, Amazon.com recognized the 100 best leadership and success books ever written in the To Read in Your Life series. The list included classics and newer book management and self-help books. Both Triggers and What You Got Here Won't Get You There were recognized as being in the top 100 books ever written in their field. Marshall is the only one of 2 authors with 2 books on the list. Marshall's other professional acknowledgments include Harvard Business Review and Best Practice Institute, World's #1 Leadership Thinker, Global Gurus, INC, and Fast Company magazines, World's #1 Executive Coach, the Institute for Management Studies. The Institute for Management Studies, the Lifetime Achievement Award for Excellence in Teaching. The American Management Association, 50 great thinkers and leaders who have influenced the field of management over the past 80 years. Business Week, 50 great leaders in America, Wall Street Journal Top 10 Executive Educators, Economists, UK, Most Credible Executive Advisors in the New Era of Business, National Academy of Human Resources, Fellow of the Academy, America's Top HR Award, World HRD Congress, India, the global leader in HR thinking. His work has been recognized by almost every professional organization in his field. Dr. Goldsmith is a professor of management practices at the Dartmouth Tuck School of Business. His PhD is from UCLA's Anderson School of Management, where he was the distinguished alumnus of this year. His MBA is from Indiana University's Kelley School of Business, where he was recognized as the Distinguished Entrepreneur of the Year. He is one of the select few executive advisors who has worked with over 150 major CEOs and their management teams. He served on the board of the Peter Drucker Foundation for 10 years. He has been a volunteer teacher for the U.S. Army generals, Navy admirals, and Girl Scout executives, international and American Red Cross leaders, where he was a national volunteer for a year. Marshall's other books include Succession, Are You Ready?, a WSJ bestseller, The Leader of the Future, a Business Week bestseller. He has over 880,000 followers on LinkedIn, and his videos have over 3 million views. Hundreds of his articles, interviews, columns, and videos are available online at marshallgoldsmith.com for viewing and sharing. Visitors to this site have come from 197 countries and have viewed, read, listened to, downloaded, or shared resources tens of millions of times. To reach Marshall, well, he's given his phone number, which I won't mention in the public. But wow, that was exhaustive, wasn't it? Yeah? So I can go on and on. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dr. Marshall Goldsmith.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me briefly introduce myself and we will begin. First, let's hear it for some good dancing out there. Some good dancing. Very good. My name is Marshall. I'm from a small town called Valley Station, Kentucky. I went to Indiana and, as you said, got a PhD at UCLA. I was a college professor and a dean when I was very, very young. Then for the past 41 years, I've done a few things. I give talks or teach classes like today, and I travel all around the world. I've been to 102 countries. I've been to India probably 40 times, so I love working in India. Yes. And on American Airlines alone, I have over 11 million frequent flyer miles. Have any of you seen a movie before called Up in the Air with George Clooney? Have you seen the movie? I have the card. I have that card. And this always happens to me with the card, especially with women. I show them the card. They always say the same thing. You look exactly like George Clooney. So the first thing I do is speaking and teaching. What I'm most famous for is coaching executives. So I've been the coach of the CEO of Ford and Pfizer and Glaxo and the World Bank and the Mayo Clinic and on and on. What I love about coaching is that's where I learn everything. And then the third thing I do is writing. And then I give everything away. All my material's free. You may copy, share, download, duplicate, use in church, charity, nonprofit. Please use any of my stuff in any way that you wish. Thank you. Now, today's program is going to be very experiential. One of the advantages of coming to a program like this is get to meet new people. Yet most of you are sitting with people you already know. That's now going to change. You have 20 seconds. You're going to stand up, find one person you do not know, and sit next to that person. Go! Find a new partner. Go, go, go. Stand up. Stand up. Find a new partner. Sit by your new partner. Sit by that new partner. Find a new partner and sit by your new partner. Now, shh, shh, shh. Sit, sit, sit. We are going to practice today peer coaching. Peer coaching. Shh, shh, shh. Quiet, quiet. We're going to practice peer coaching. In peer coaching, you are not here to judge your partner. You are not here to critique your partner. You're not here to put your partner down. You're here to help your partner. I want you to shake hands with your partner and say, partner, my name is, I'm here to help. Shake hands with your partner now. Now, clickers, I need help. The clicker doesn't work. Clicker, clicker. Oh, very good. Now, what are we going to be talking? Oh, and by the way, here's my website address, www.marshallgoldsmith.com, and I love getting emails. Send me an email if you get a chance. I love getting emails. If you send me an email, I cannot promise to get back to you immediately. I will get back to you eventually. Sometimes it takes me a little while, but I do my best to get back to everyone eventually. Now, what are our goals today? Goals today. We're going to learn, what are our goals today? First is we're going to talk about something called feed forward. Now, I love feed forward, a very positive, upbeat way to help yourself and other people get better. I need clicker help up here. Click, click, click. I'll tell you what, I'll just say click and you move it. That'll make life simple. We're going to practice something called feed forward. I'm going to share a leadership development model that you can use to develop yourself, coach people, and build teams. And finally, I'm going to finish with something that takes 3 minutes a day, costs nothing. It's going to help you get better at almost anything. Some of you are skeptical now. 3 minutes a day, costs nothing, help me get better at almost anything. That sounds too good to be true. Half the people that start doing this quit within 2 weeks. And they do not quit because it does not work. They quit because it does work. Everything I'm going to teach you this afternoon will be incredibly easy to understand. Everything I'm going to teach you this afternoon is difficult to do. If you read my book, What Got You Here Won't Get You There, you can read funny story after funny story after funny story. It's tempting to read the book. I say I believe it. I do not want to bet on it. What did you just learn? They don't believe it. They say, here's the money. They believe it. I bet on this every time. When you get paid for results, you learn a little bit of humility. The client I coached that I spent the most amount of time with did not improve at all, and I did not get paid. The client I coached that I spent the least amount of time with improved more than anyone I've ever coached. 200 people got better, and I did get paid. Do any of you have a background in engineering or science? Raise your hand. Any scientists? Yeah, many of you. You'll appreciate this, you engineers. I made a chart. On one dimension, it was called time spent with Coach Marshall Goldsmith. The other dimension was called improvement. There was a clear negative correlation between spending time with me and getting better. I thought, this is a troubling chart. I go talk to my client who improved the most, who I spent the least amount of time with, who was ranked CEO of the Year in the United States in 2014, ranked number 3 greatest leader in the entire world. His name was Alan Mulally. Alan was the CEO of Ford. The stock went from $1 when he was there to $18.40 when he left. An amazing man, a wonderful CEO. He works with me now. He's a great friend. I talked to my friend Alan. I said, Alan, of all the people I've coached, I spent the least amount of time with you, and you improved the most. I showed Alan my chart. I said, Alan, the way this troubling chart looks, had you never met me, you would really be good. I asked my friend Alan, what should I learn about coaching from you? He taught me 2 lessons. If you learn nothing else from me today but these 2 lessons, you're going to be a better coach and have a happier life. He said, lesson number 1, your biggest challenge as a coach is called customer selection. If you pick the right customer, your coaching process always works. If you pick the wrong customer, your coaching process never works. He said, 2, never make the coaching process about yourself and your own ego and how smart you think you are. Make it about the great people you work with, how hard they work, and how proud you are of them. Then he said, as the CEO of Ford, my job isn't that different. He said, I do not design the cars. I do not build the cars. I do not sell the cars. I must have great people. And then he said, every day I drive to work, I tell myself, leadership is not about me. Leadership is about them. For the great achiever, it's all about me. For the great leader, it's all about them. Everyone in this room is a pretty great achiever, or you would not be sitting in this room at this time. That does not mean you're a great leader. There's a big difference between I'm a great achiever and I'm a great leader. Most of us never deeply understand these points. Now I have a question. Is this a group of high character, ethics, and integrity? What do you think, yes or no? He says, absolutely. I'm going to test that right now, including with you. I'm going to ask the group a question, a troublesome question, perhaps a personal question, even an embarrassing question. If the answer is yes, you must raise your hands. Are we ready? How many people in this very room are still stupidly attempting to change the behavior of a husband, wife, or partner who has no interest in changing? Come on, get these hands. Come on, hands in the air. Look at these guilty people. Raise these hands in the air. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Look at all these guilty faces. How many years have you been trying to change this person? How many years? You, yes. Oh, you're just starting. Only 1 year. A mere beginner at stupidity. How many years have you been doing this? 10 years. 10 years more stupid than you. Now I have a second question. Another troublesome, personal, embarrassing question. If the answer is yes, you must raise your hands. How many people in this very room are still even more stupidly attempting to change the behavior of mommy or daddy who has no interest in changing? Come on. Look at all these parental change agents. Mommy, daddy, or both. How many years have you been trying to change poor mommy? 20 wasted years. I was teaching my class at Dartmouth. A woman raised her hand. I said, are you trying to change mommy or daddy? She said, daddy. I asked her, what is daddy's problem? She said, daddy does not have a healthy lifestyle. I asked her, how old is daddy? She said, 94 years old. Leave the old man alone. Now, if you don't learn anything else from me today but this one lesson, you're going to be a better coach and have a happier life. In terms of coaching adults, if they do not care, do not waste your time. One of the great entrepreneurs in America, Michael Dell, what did he say about this? Pay them to leave. He said, just pay them to, it doesn't matter what it costs to get rid of them, just pay them to leave. And a great lesson for developing yourself as a leader, friend, and partner is this: if you don't care, don't waste your time. If you're going to get better at anything, the motivation for your improvement is going to come from one and only one place. Where's that? In your heart. If it doesn't come from in here, you won't do it anyway. Look at the people I coach. I cannot make them change what they do not want to change. What am I supposed to do? Shoot them? Beat them up? Kill them? I cannot make them change what they do not want to change. I can help them change